If you're on a spiritual journey, this channel is for you. So this video is about how I met a psychic. So y'all stick around and stay tuned for the story. I was about 8 or 10 years old, and my mom, she got with a group of friends, and they started making music and making beats, and eventually started playing around and wrote a hit song. And they got signed, but they didn't take the deal. So eventually she met this artist Scout. He was, finding artists and getting them signed to record labels, and he was also getting paid for it. So my mom, she's like, yeah, I used to rap, but I don't rap no more. But occasionally I'll joke around and get on the track and play around and stuff like that. And eventually she worked with the artist Scout, and they worked together finding artists, working with artists, and perfecting their craft and making beats with the artists, giving them names and, all that. But through the artist Scout, he had an aunt, and she was a psychic. That's how I met the psychic. I met the psychic through the artist Scout. Now, we met with her one day, the psychic, and we started, being babysat by her because we were young. Actually, I think it was younger than that. But I remember being babysat by her. I just didn't remember her. And yeah, she used to watch us all the time and stuff like that. And when my mom would do stuff with her friends and stuff, because my mom was still young, she was like in her 20s and stuff. She was still young. She would go out and party, and we'd stay with the psychic. And before we left, I was like 4 or 5 at the time, and she was a psychic then. But we met back a couple of years later. She was telling us, she was like, yeah, I just became psychic. I didn't know what was going on with me because I got sick and I got the flu, and this flu was like 10 times worse than the regular flu. And she said she had to get it because she was eating all unhealthy and eating all snacks and junk food and everything, putting stuff in her body that didn't belong there. Like, that's not natural. And, she waited a couple of weeks to get better, and then she got the flu vaccine, and she was all good. And then next thing she knew, the visions were coming to her. They started coming to her. They were clear as day, like you and me, like as real as this room we're in right now. That's how clear she would see it. So she was a psychic. Like, she had it, and then it went away, and then it came back after me and my twin came around. It came back, and she had it again. But she gave each of us a reading. She read our palms. She gave each of us a reading, and she was telling us everything that was going on, everything that was happening with each one of us. And she told us that 2020, something was going on, something was going to happen, and that me and my twin, we didn't have to worry about getting sick, but my mom did, But skipping to the interesting parts, she was like, me or either my twin was going to get pregnant and have twins. At first, she was back and forth from me to my twin, back to my twin, back to me, back to my twin. Because she said it wasn't me. But she said one of us was going to get pregnant at 25 and have twins. And she was like, it's going to be rough, but it won't be that way for long. Just stick to it, do what we gotta do, you know. And then she was like, don't let what your mom say scare y'all or like make it seem like y'all don't have a life to ourselves, like live our life and just do us but do it the smart way. She also said that we need to eat healthy and exercise because we're beautiful. We're beautiful girls. I'm sorry. And we're beautiful girls, definitely beautiful. Boys, they're going to come. And, like, if boys start looking at us, then that's okay. We going to have a boyfriend. And my mom was like, y'all better get a degree. They better get a degree first, but not worry about no boys. And then that's when she was like, she didn't say it, but she looked like she's not gonna say anything else. So she was like, we have a life to live. We can live our life, but just be smart about it. And then she had to change her mind and say, if you're gonna mess with a boy, be careful about it. Get your degree first, like your mom say, and then have children. But whatever happened was like, I guess it's supposed to happen the way it's supposed to happen. You can't control anything. But then she got to me and she was like, we're both. She said first. She said we're both smart. You're smart. You can do it. She said you both are smart girls. Y'all definitely gonna get somewhere. And she was like, she don't care what we had to do to get out of here. She don't care whether it's the internet, doing whatever, doing something to get us out of here. Do it, because she was like, at the rate that we're going, or at the rate that at the rate of the situation we were in at the time, we're just gonna be dragged down and have nothing. And that it didn't make any sense how my parent was treating us. It didn't make no sense how we was treated. Uh, and that we have to get out and do something better. Let me back y'all up some more. I don't know if y'all can see me or not. That's the thing. Hopefully y'all can. Hopefully this is better. But she was like, we have to get out of here and do whatever we can. Don't care if it's the internet or anything. Just try and, make something happen to get out of here. And she got to me and she was like, I'm smart, I can do this, and I have the gift. I'm still not sure what that is, you guys. So I definitely have to look it up. And she was telling me like she thought it was gonna be like September or October or September or something like that. And she tried to guess when it was gonna come, but then she said, well, it'll come to you with a wink. And I don't know what that means, you guys. I don't know what that means. It'll just come to me. It's just something I never thought would happen. Like I never had a psychic read me before, and the rest of it she told me is I might have one child. I might, but she don't know. And that she couldn't see that far. So it's crazy. But she said, well, the last thing she said was she couldn't see that far and that she couldn't really tell what else was going to happen next because it was too revealing. And when she said it's too revealing, she said it like, it's too revealing. Like, what's going to happen next? And y'all, that's actually how I met a psychic. Like, it was so cool. Like, that was the best experience of my life. And to this day, I will never forget what she said to me because it always stuck with me. Now, she is the only real psychic I know because she reads energy, and she has a lot of energy herself. She can read through energy. So I'm like, that's cool. I'm like, that is so cool. A psychic. I got read by a psychic. And if you guys are wondering where she's at now, she died a couple of years ago from a heart attack because nephew, he died. About him was that he was supposed to have the gift too. He had it, but he didn't want it. So he gave it up because he showed some signs of it, but he didn't want it. So yeah, he passed away from a heart attack, eating all them foods and stuff like that. And like when her nephew passed away, it like she raised him. Like she said, she raised him herself. It hurt her to the point where she got depressed, and she wasn't doing anything to keep finances coming in. Like she couldn't get a job. She couldn't get a job. So the psychic readings were the only way she could make money. So she lost it again, got depressed, got sick, and passed away. And you guys, I was like, man, I wanted her to help me learn how to do this. I wanted her to help me to manage this. Like, tell me what I have to do. Tell me what I have to do to hone in on my abilities because I still don't know how to. I can go on YouTube and look at intuition practices every day. And I guess that's enough to hone in. But one thing she did tell me, though, that I'm still trying to do, but it's not as quiet as it should be around here because everybody's got TVs going, and my mom, she talks on the phone to everybody. Every night, every day, she's always on the internet. So she sleeps right there on the couch, but she doesn't want to sleep on her bed. She told me that all I had to do was sit and listen. I will never forget, sit and listen, because that's all you have to do. That's what I've been doing this whole time. I've been meditating, I've been sitting and listening, and I've been waiting and waiting. And that's all I've been doing. So this is a real, true story, you guys. I'm not making this up. It's not fake. This is all true. If you're one to be a skeptic about something, be a skeptic about something else, but not on my channel. Like, seriously, not on my channel. I may not be the type of person or the type of psychic to predict world events, but I can do something. So don't come on my channel with all this is the fake, this is the fake stuff. Like, this is real. This is what I have. So if you like this video, like, comment, subscribe, tap that bell, and turn on post notifications.